Joydeep Mukherjee on behalf of RevSportz. To game number 3 of this one-day series with New Zealand. The first one, India outplayed New Zealand for most of the game, and then some special innings from Bracewell, and they were almost in the game. They were 2 hits away, lost by 12. In the second game, India completely outplayed New Zealand, and you won't see that too often because that's how good New Zealand is. Now, I'm expecting New Zealand to come back really strong. The reason being that they are one of the top sides without any big stars. There are 1 or 2 who will hold their own, but as a unit, they have been superb. In the first one, they just got done in by a little bit of rash batting in the middle. In the second one, they were given a dose of their own medicine. The fast bowling from Shami and co was just superb. And I was a little bit surprised the way they played that fast bowling, because they play swing bowling. I think if they were 10 overs, 35 for 1 or 2, they would have still made a game of it. But in the first 10-12 overs with 2 new balls in play, it is going to jag around a bit. The conditions, the pitch, it was conducive for fast bowling. Now, New Zealand is a team that have grown up in such conditions. They know how to bowl and bat in these conditions. This was one opportunity where they would have loved to bowl, but they should have also batted better. If this was a Bangladesh or Sri Lanka or Pakistan coming and succumbing to the conditions, I could understand. But when it's England, when it's New Zealand, when it's South Africa, where the ball does jag around a bit, then you should be able to play that better. So that part surprised me a lot, and they sort of wilted. They just broke down, and the way they got out, if you see the dismissals, they just showed that lack of your skill set of being able to play in these sort of conditions. That surprised me because they play in these conditions all the time. Yes, it was one-day cricket, white ball, but the cricket's still the same. When the ball is swinging, your basics are the same, and this is where your technique comes into play. Once that ball is 10-12 overs old and it stops jagging around, then it's a lot easier, but you still got to wait for the time and make sure you have enough batters in the hut. And that being said, I'm expecting this New Zealand to come back hard. There's a lot of cricket left to be played while they're here, and they will show how good they are before this series is over. I like the contest between ball and bat in one-day cricket also. I think that's what this game is all about, and I'm glad that the ball has had some effect in this series, and I hope it continues like this. I'm expecting India to roll them over just because of the series is won, but I also feel that New Zealand will show how good they are. Let's sit back and enjoy.